Okay. I had to check. I had to check the stream. We're learning how to stream today. This is what we're doing. Yes. This is the move.
All their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody, you make your own hours. And the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live, so might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like all things considered.
We're gonna go back.
I made a video 3 years ago about how to be a streamer, and it covered a lot of the bases that you will need, and a lot of the stuff here is going to be repetitive information. But I also have something different this time. This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer. So I have more info for you this time. It's not just me. I literally went out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I am calling My Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 Edition. Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude. Step 1 on becoming a streamer. Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live. I'm being serious. Go live, you lazy fucker. If you have never even attempted to stream before, and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming. This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue. Do you want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do the damn thing. Just do it. Because that is the hardest step. Is just doing it, and you'll make a million excuses and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough. I don't have anyone who'd watch me right now. I don't even know what I'd stream. Just fucking do it. If you're not even gonna try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm gonna prove to you that you're not serious because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2. 639 hours streamed to an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's Jinxie, man. So if you're not willing to be Jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer. Be Jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right, congrats. You can continue watching this video. Now, the second question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you? Why me? There's a lot of information out there, a lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat. I won Streamer of the Year a year or two ago. You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. Okay. I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold that record. But I've had some success streaming. And I care about imparting that because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's gonna come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have because somebody who's watching this video right now will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world one day. Or they'll be a top streamer. I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are very good, who have mentioned me. And I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now. And she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her. And I'm flattered by that because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream, she's doing something crazy. She makes crack cocaine on the streets of Austin.
Ma'am?
Yes?
This is a family establishment. You're not allowed to cook crack in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm cooking steak.
What?
I'm cooking steak.
So anyway, let me just give you the wisdom I have. And if you don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of. And this is true. I did ask 100 streamers. That's going to be the title of this YouTube video. I did ask 100 streamers. Disclaimer, 100 people didn't answer me. Okay? I did ask 100 people. It just turns out that only 30% of them actually answered. Not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're in the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad. That's pretty good, you know? So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurt along the way, but I did ask for you guys. I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer? Now, this one might seem simple. You guys could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people will think of is money. That is the biggest perk that most people would think of, is when you think of a streamer, you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. And I'm going to reveal something here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming, because they think of the money aspect. There it is. That was my last year on Twitch. 2021, I made $2.5 million. Now, bear in mind, that money does include the subathon. So kind of does inflate it a little bit. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it. But it's a lot of money. People, you know, they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make. You also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean, that is the core of what streaming is. It is gaming. Literally, for my job, last week, I got to play Stick RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who robbed me. That's what I did for my job. That's what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. You're not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're gonna recognize you. Macy's, Banana Republic, not so much.
As an entrepreneur, as a creator, I'm 24/7 on the go all the time. Shopify makes.
But Best Buy, you know, those are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some cool people. A lot of the people that I liked watching, I got to meet. I got to hang out with. And now I also get to work with. These are the cool things about streaming. But everybody knows this. Everybody knows all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives. So I'm going to bring up a couple here. One, being a micro celebrity isn't always great. Because sometimes you have haters. And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now, a guy who will DM me almost every week some mean shit. March 7th, 2022, ain't no way your ass drive a Vespa. I got COVID a few days ago. It's because of your stupid Vespa. Stop driving the Vespa. Still at it. Just got Dolly, LMFAO. Okay, this picture does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, but still, what is that about? What is that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it does come full circle. Doesn't mean the hating stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island. Okay, you get the idea. Obviously, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. And the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact, an equal amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours a day for the entire year, 365 days a year. It's easy enough to go, work, Lamau, this isn't even a real job, whatever, that's fine. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you. And you would basically lose everything else in your life along the way. And I have seen streamers do this. They lose everything else on the way because all they do is stream. It is their life. They're not gaining new life experiences, they're just sharing all their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody, you make your own hours, and the more hours you work, the more money you make, but you only make money while you're live, so might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like, all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa985? Yes, me. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world. Think of a streamer. There's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. Go Lions. These are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, and you're not really envisioning what your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer? I don't see a single person in chat who's instantly recognizing this streamer. I did some research yesterday. I wanted to look up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you're looking at Mr. 10,000. OmniKevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to the very last page possible, technically it's number 9,995, but I rounded up, you will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers, who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Palworld. And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers, streams an average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023, and has 388 sub points on Twitch. Here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I've got my own style, you know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair, gotten fatter as I streamed, but I'm grinding. The way that I stream is by gaming hard. Multiple 24-hour streams in the last couple of days. Casually, all the time. One, I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games, you know what I mean? But I wanted my story to be, I play hardcore.
Now this dude's fucking dope. And I got to hang out in his stream for a couple hours yesterday. He has a great community, and yes, he does game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because OmniKevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers in the world. In last month, 7.3 million people went live. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai, streaming is being Valkyrae, streaming is being Ninja, streaming is being OmniKevka. And it is possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like OmniKevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like OmniKevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said,
Attention gamers! Easily capture and share your gaming highlights with Outplayed.
Hey, I was saying this.
He was in the
I was
mind-
saying this because when they promote streaming to little people, and I say little people because they promote streaming to kids. They like to promote streaming to the kids. I've always wanted to stream my entire life. That was something that I've always wanted to do. And then when I finally was able to, I mean, like, I would stream until I fell asleep streaming. Hey, I see you over there on the YouTube. I'm monitoring everything. I got eyes everywhere. We're learning how to stream over here, alright? We're soaking up knowledge.
of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still
soak
gets
up
to
this
pay his
knowledge.
bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrae, means you'll end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind. Okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're going to do a task. And I did this last time. We're going to do it again because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper. I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm going to have you guys do this today. All right? And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm gonna say one more thing.
We're gonna pause here. Now I've said this. I've said this many times, and I say this on stream. I want a community that, you know, we all come and hang out. And I say it every time. Yeah, I would love to make money streaming. That is like the focal point of streaming. You want it to be a job when you start. But a lot of people suck. That's my thing. That's my thing. It's the overarching storyline is, you know, trying to make it big. But the key point is when you're building your community, what do you want your community to be made out of? Right? Like, why do they tell me who sent? I don't care about that. Why is that a thing? Why does it tell me who sent what to who? Anyway, but basically, as I was saying, yeah, everybody wants to be a really big streamer. Everyone wants to get rich streaming. Yeah, that's a cool thing to do if you're a streamer. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I would love to get rich streaming, but it's just like you can want that and not be a piece of shit, right? Let's switch that, because I don't think I'm being heard through the actual, hold on. Why do we have two of these going on? I guess we'll use this one. This is the one we're gonna use for primary speaker. Yeah. There we go. But which one is it? Is it capturing? That's the question here. There we go. This is the one we want. We don't want that. We don't want this one on my face. We want this one on the desk. Perfect. That's the one I want. All right. We're learning. We're doing things. We're gonna set things up. We're gonna learn how to stream and look this guy, Slickback. He's gonna be my streaming mentor, and he doesn't even know it until maybe he stumbles across me one day. Who knows? We'll figure it out. This is the guy.
Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. You know, Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right? So don't just
let's make our goals here, okay? Let's make our goals together. You know what? We're gonna do this, all right? But I'm a gamer who likes to stream. That's the way I see myself. I'm a gamer who likes music and a gamer who likes to stream. When I'm not streaming, best believe I am gaming. Okay? I just want that to be known. I'm always on the game. People look at me kind of funny because I wake up, you know, I'm not just like not. Okay, sometimes I won't shower for extended periods of time. But stop. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about me and my terrible system. Okay? I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm getting there. We're doing this, okay? let me get something so I can write down my goals, okay? Let me go back a little bit. We're gonna go back like a good, I don't know.
It's 3 streamers that you
Still
starting
back.
up goals. You're good.
Still back.
They'll get the
Let's go back to this ad here. I will not be playing this game. I'm sorry. It's
to a
not for
streamer
me.
like OmniKefka, who's grinding, and in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrie, means you will end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind, okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're gonna do a task. And I did this last time. We're gonna do it again because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper. I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today. All right, and in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine.
I would love that. That's the overarching story, and I always say that. I'm being honest when I speak about my goals. I just want a safer community above all else, right? I need a safe place where people can come over here and enjoy themselves and not end up like, I don't want the iShow meat art, okay? We don't want that here. We want people to come here and be cool. I felt bad for Speed when I seen all that whole thing going on. But at the end of the day, it was kind of like you brought that on yourself. But, you know, because everyone's actions leads them somewhere. And based on who you put yourself out to and what you do, things come to you eventually. I in no way, shape, or form dislike iShow Speed. Like I said, I felt bad for him. I seen how it was taking a toll on his mental state. Bro was, for a time, it didn't look like he was enjoying streaming. But bro pushed. Bro did it. And you know what? I admire him. I don't know much about Kai Cenat. I don't watch him. I really, me personally, I don't care for his content. But like, you know, good on him. Proud of him. He don't have to know me. Doesn't have to know that I'm proud. Me being proud doesn't matter. But, you know, I love it. I want to try to do something like that. I'm going to write down my goals. Let me grab me a piece of paper. Alright. I got my piece of paper here. Alright. Alright. Let's continue.
Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm going to say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because...
I'm going to hang this up on the front of my computer. So every time I look at my computer, I want to see my goals. I don't own a pencil at the... Hold on. I need something. Someone here has a marker or some sort of writing utensil. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot I'm playing that game in the background. When we're done learning how to be a streamer, we'll play games. But right now, you know, you can't. No game time. Okay. We got it. We're gonna make these goals now. What are our goals gonna be? What are our goals gonna be? Let's see. Come on, Ludwig. Help me create a system here.
Because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. Can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. No.
That's essentially altruistic community, but you don't have to be altruistic. All right, we don't have to be like stand-up individuals, because I like to be ignorant sometimes. You know, I didn't show it. I should have streamed it, but I was being ignorant on VR chat like last night. It was a friend of mine's birthday, and we were just on. I didn't stream it because I don't know. I feel like some things don't have to be shown, right? It was me, it was him, and it was some friends, and we were enjoying his time. So I was like, that's for us. That was for us. I don't need to put his business. It's not him to be out there, right? It's when I put myself out there, it's when I do it for me. So I was being ignorant with my friends. I'm usually not getting drunk online and doing stuff like that, but it was, this is what we did for his birthday. Sometimes you gotta party hardy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's make our goals. Let's make our goals together. What should our streaming goals be as us, as the borough? What are we going for? Like you said, let's go back just a minute or two. All right, let's look at this.
The goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're
It should be honest. All right, let's go with that. Let's go with that. All right, let's see. I gotta close some doors because there's doors and lights on all over the place. Give me 1 second. You got all the animals tonight. What? No, I got. They probably don't have water. Hold on. I did not check. I don't have water. Oh, you know what? Let's all drink water real quick. Drink if you're here and you're not drinking water, go drink some water. Let's drink some water, guys. I'm gonna let them hang out with somebody else tonight. I see you guys want to hang out here, so here you go. I know, I'm coming right back. I'm back. I'm back. I just got yelled at because I look like a clown. I don't think I look like a clown. I'm just. I look a little bit like a clown, but I'm comfortable. All right. Anyway, let's continue learning how to stream, guys. We're writing our goals down right now. What? So, just us as a borough. This is what we're doing.
You're going to say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like.
No. Where's my stuff that I'm writing? Here we go. I've mentioned my goals a lot of time. I just my expectation for my community is what I say a lot. I want a safe place for people to come here and hang out. I don't have to make you laugh. We can cry together if that's what you guys want to do. But it has to be safe. A place where we can all come and cry. You know? If we're crying, let's cry together. If we're being ignorant, we be ignorant together. Like, you know? This is the place where we could all do it. I didn't like how they did IShowSpeed. I didn't like that. That was fucked up. All right, mistakes happen, but you didn't let that man's mistake go unnoticed. All right, y'all should have. Man, the internet sucks. But anyway, here we go. We're making our goals.
Like making laugh? Is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm going to say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because
let's do our goals first, because he's on inspiration. Let's pause and let's do goals. Let's see. Let's try to go live at the very least 3 hours a day. Okay? At the very least, let's try to go for 3 hours a day. All right? If I'm not on 3 hours a day, then I'm fucking up. Okay? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to hold myself accountable to these rules that I've been placing. And we're going to see what happens. From now to the end of the year, this piece of paper that I'm making right now is going to be the Burroughs Bible, all right? This is the, I don't know. This is what the lizard's going to follow. You little reptiles are going to be there for it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stream 3 hours a day. All right, that's goal number 1. What should our second goal be? Because that's the most basic goal, right? The streaming, that's the length of your stream. That's the most basic goal here. All right, we're starting here. Let's make a little tag and say at least, because it can be longer. I mean, I've streamed for 19 hours. I did a 20-hour stream not too long ago. But let's try to stream at least 3 hours a day. And if I don't stream one day, I'll at least try to upload a video. So that's another thing. Let's see. We upload one video a day. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. We start somewhere. All right. We got to start somewhere. It could be short form. It could be long form. It could be trash. It could be good as long as it's out there, you know, because what's the harm in putting out a video that no one likes? I mean, I have a channel's worth of trash, so it really doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I don't believe so. Okay, let's. All right, my oldest video. I mean, it did something. I had a video 4 years ago that had two views, and it still has 2 views. There's probably one in there that has no views. I haven't really went around to look at my stuff yet, but you know, it's all a process, right? Where we got to get somewhere. Let's see. Okay. So goal number 1, we got to stream at least 3 hours a day. Okay. Goal number 2, we got to upload at least 1 video a day, whether it be short form, whether it be long form, whether it be garbage or good. All right. If nothing happened, we post a meme. I don't know. Let's see. What should our third goal be? We're gonna do 3 goals. All right. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. You know what? I don't know. I don't know about that third goal. Can we leave it to be continued until I figure out my goal? Let's wait on that one then. We'll figure that one out as we go. Let's see. What should be the next one? Should be the next one, guys. I look like a clown, but my camera won't work, so I don't know how I. I don't know how to get my camera to work. I do need my camera to work. Let's try to reset this guy. Let's get let's do the inspirations, because I don't watch a lot of streamers, right? I'm pretty like in my own zone, in my own head, right? So who's a good streamer that I appreciate the work? Let's say, you know what? Someone who really gave me inspiration to stream again is because I stopped for a while. You know, I kind of felt like, what's the point? It feels worthless. I got other things to do. And though I do enjoy it, you know, it's a big thing for me. I've always wanted to stream since like PewDiePie was doing stuff, right? So, um, hmm, let's say, because I don't really see myself as a streamer. I'm a gamer who likes to stream, but I really do enjoy YouTube most of all. But streaming just seems to be the new coexistent part that it's taken a hold of, like the primary role. It's streaming, then you upload your streams and content to YouTube. That seems to be what's going on here. So I, being someone who enjoys it, will follow suit. So let's say I don't have my third goal yet. I'm gonna do 3. But let's say my inspirations, because one is Queso. All right, he is funny. I don't normally watch streamers because I'm usually gaming. So let's look at my list actually. Let's look at the people who I've watched on stream. Let's take this. Let's see.
So you can also get your free ones. Free 250 crowd control coins.
Let's pause that. I don't know what I'm listening to. Okay. Who have I watched? Who am I following right now? I don't know. Let's see. Queso is one of them. He definitely definitely was a bit of inspiration for me. He's humorous. I like him. He's a wholesome guy too. He's a wholesome guy. He knows how to take a joke. It's a good thing about a streamer. It's knowing how to take a joke. Because I don't know, too many people are sensitive nowadays. But let's not get into that. Because, you know, sensitivities are something that you gotta accept with one another, right? Take the good and the bad with everybody. So let's see. We got Queso. That's one. I wanna take 3. I'm gonna write down 3 of them. Oh, his thing is 3 too. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's also try to get this camera to work because I would like my camera to work. I look like a fool. Don't worry about me. If my camera does turn on, I look pretty strange right now. But that's how I look all the time. So let's try to get this working. Okay. Okay. Let's keep listening for a little bit. Let's give it like the next, I don't know, 4 minutes.
When you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. You know, Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like don't list, you know, Tarek Kaede 10s and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. And then
Okay, yeah, I like Queso because I like the games he plays. So All right, Queso's one of them. Let's see. I don't know much about Ludwig. This is the first time I've actually watched anything from him as a person. So let's look into Ludwig. What does he do? He does mm-hmm. I'm gonna look through his YouTube because I'm pretty sure YouTube would give you a fairly decent representation of how someone streams. So yeah, you know what? He's on the list because I'm sitting here looking at his videos for a guideline on what to do. I wasn't even gonna do this. I just came across a video and it said if you're starting streaming in 2025, what would be your way to go? Then it was this one. He asked 100 streamers, and I'm interested. I'm enthralled. He's got my attention. So let's see. All right, Ludwig is on my list. So I have two. I need a third one. And why? The next one is why. Why do I stream? Well, like I've said many a time, it lives rent free in my head. Streaming. Like not being rich and famous. That's the part. Yeah, everyone would like that. That's like I said, it's the overarching storyline. But season to season, chapter to chapter, what does each arc entail? Well, I don't know. It was the connections. It was the freedom to be you at all times. That was, I guess that was the biggest thing. Being you and attracting people who also wanted to be themselves. That, I don't know, that was the thing. I wasn't growing up, I didn't have a lot of time to be me all the time because I don't know, I tried to fit in with other people. So I never took the time to like be like, "Hey, who is me and why is he you?" Right? That's a weird question. Better way to word it, but fuck you. I'll say it how I want to say it. Welcome to the borough. If this is your first time coming here, we're having a very deep dive look at what it is to be a streamer with the help of homie here, Ludwig.
Final thing I would like you to list is why. Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very like vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world? I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now, you might have thought if I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right, this is what I did in the last video. Last time I did this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it,
POV, you wanted to watch the game, but only found hot moms in your area. Then you downloaded Pi and
I mean,
That'd be fine
yeah.
to ads.
I wanted to watch the game and find hot moms. Wait, I'm getting distracted.
Down, then you should quit. What you should actually do is, if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker. Okay? Stop doing all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do.
We've done that part already. All right, we're live. You guys are here helping me. Well, nobody's here. It's just me. But that doesn't matter. I mean, it's usually just me anyway. For those who have stopped by or those who are here and I'm just not noticing you because I'm live on 4 different platforms right now, welcome. This is the beginning of my journey. I've been doing this since 2016, YouTube, and I wasn't actually doing it. I was just uploading nonsense because it was something that made me laugh. But the reason why is because I want to be me. I'm kind of done being what other people want me to be. I want to be me. And I want other people to join and be them. Because I meet a lot of people, everyone just kind of follows the same suit. It's a lot of people who just want to be like the most popular guy. But I want to but just I want to connect with you. Who are you? What do you like? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What do you like to do? Who is you? And why are you him or her? You know? My why is I want to be me unapologetically. I don't want to be nervous to be me or be sad because somebody doesn't like me. I just want to be me and have people accept me for that, you know? But yeah, it sounds mushy and shit. But fuck you. All right, this is my safe place. Why are you guys out here? What's going on here?
Just go live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just gotta go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time. Okay? And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys. But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour, I don't care. Just try it. Here are my...
I'm stupid and I don't know how to spell unapologetically because I don't know how to spell a lot of the words that I say. Let's look it up. Okay. Oh, you know what? Those are good. B. Huh. I want for my third goal to what is going on here? TikTok Live has had a stroke of sorts. Live disconnected. Go to live studio. I'm here in live studio. It's not saying anything. I will double check into that right now. I should be live right now, right? Here we are. This is me. This is me live. Okay. It's still doing the thing? Okay. Okay, it's still doing the thing. I've joined my own live. I'm here. How's it going, me? Keep up the work. I was gonna say good work, but you're just doing something. Anyway, so my third one is to be comfortable putting myself out there. Because I have like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to figure out who me is growing up. So I'm kind of doing it now. Why that is, doesn't matter. Just know we're working on it. All right? I never was, I want to be comfortable being me around everybody. That's a selfish one. All my stuff is pretty selfish. Stream 3 hours a day, upload at least one video, and be comfortable being me. I don't have my third inspiration, but who says you can't be inspired later down the road, right? Oh, these are my goals. I'm gonna hang them in front of my computer, so every time that I go live or every time I'm looking at my computer, this is what I see. Also, my camera's still not working, but whatever. Let's hang this on. I'm gonna be right back. Find some tape. Something. Ah, there it is. Thank you. All right, I found tape. We ain't it here. All right. Let's finish. Let's see what's next. I have my list. It's almost complete. I need to do the third one.
This is actually just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals based off objective metrics anymore. I don't care about my subscriber number as much. I don't care about my viewership as much. I just care about being better about what I'm doing. And so they're honestly more like reminders. Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient. Because I think if I am those things and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life.
You know what? I want to take one of his goals and I'm gonna add it onto mine. I should be creative. That is a good thing to do. I will write that one down. I have 4 goals. And one is inspired by this man here. Be creative. That's this is what we do, and this is what we're doing.
So goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at. Inspiration. Komet Zero, because I think in esports, he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with Moist Sex Shopify. Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch, which I find massively impressive. And then Germa985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspirational. And then why? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then, it was because I had daily YouTube uploads, and I wanted to keep uploading daily, and to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live. After that,
I do have one I have another inspiration. He's not a streamer, but 8-Bit Ryan. He's my third one. My biggest one. One of my big ones. It's him.
for that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world. And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit. So those are the two things that I care about. Making people's lives around me better, friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my two whys. Where should you stream? Answer, Twitch. Now this is...
Those are goals. But my one goal is to be me, unapologetically. Because I struggle to do that. I tend to hide myself away so people don't. So I'm not ashamed to be me. And the best way to not be ashamed to be me is to just not be me and just be me behind closed doors. But what if I just do me all the time? And it's like, whatever, just do it if it makes you happy. Because doing whatever everyone else is doing, it doesn't make you happy. It's what is you? And that's, I don't know, like when I'm out in public, I'm sad because I'm not me. I'm doing whatever the group is doing because it gets me by without being judged. I used to try to be me growing up in school, and I would get kind of laughed at for saying things. Like I would make jokes and people would be like, who just said that? And then I would, okay, that was like, all right, let's stop making jokes. You know, or I wouldn't get a laugh and it'd be like, boo, that was corny. You know, it ain't easy being cheesy. Part of that saying came from one, I'm a cheesy guy, right? My jokes are sad. Sometimes they're cliche. Sometimes they're corny. Most of the time, they're a bag of Cheetos. Because, boy, are they cheesy. Like that. Like, come on now. Another thing, it was because my little niece, she had a thing where, I don't know where it came from. I showed up one day and she said I had cheesy toes. I don't think she's ever seen my toes. So I don't like looking at my toes. So most people don't look at my toes because I keep my dogs away. You know, I keep them locked up. So I don't know where it came from. Apparently she's been saying it to a bunch of other people. And when she said it, it came back, the saying. And I was like, well, you know, it ain't easy being cheesy. But, you know, another one of my whys is I do want to make the lives of people around me better, but that's just like going to happen regardless. Because if I get better, I want those around me to be better because, you know, why can't we all be better? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have a few more inspirations. One is Berleezy. and that, and another one is Matt Shea. People who I grew up with, I can't forget them. I was watching Berlizzi when he was in his mom's garage. I'm in my mom's living room. We all start somewhere, you know? But let's
Might
going.
sound a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now, but Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this. To be successful as a streamer, you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all. You are waiting for something to give your all. You should be giving your all for 10, as you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000. And the ideal length for a stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours. Where am I getting this information from? Well, I asked the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform is. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. One person said YouTube, one person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming fractures communities. There are times where it makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers. It works for some people like Charlie because he has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better to not multi-stream. This is where I'm currently at. You could multi-stream till you find the platform that you like and then go from there, but I think sticking to one is generally better. Nobody said Kick. Now, that could be just because the group I asked. Kick could work for you if you like the 95-5 split, but of the group I asked, everybody said Twitch. And a quick tidbit about Twitch versus YouTube versus Kick versus whatever. Twitch is better for chatters and for streamers. Everything is way more streamlined. There's way more information for streamers on Twitch. YouTube is better for lurkers, worse for people who chat, and worse for people who stream.
Are you ready to take your content to the next level? Going live on TikTok isn't just fun, it's a game changer. Imagine reaching millions.
In Kick, it's Kick. Now this has changed a little bit. This is what the past 3 years have done. Because 3 years ago, I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it. It's changed. Now, most live streams are for the clip. We've condensed it a bit. If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all that matters. Because if you think about it, most of the people in the world who know you will know you from your clip, not your streams. Even people on this list, all right? Kai, Speed, Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these streamers before. You've probably seen them from a clip. It might have.
Yeah, that's how I found Queso. It was from, well, I kept seeing clips and I kept skipping by them until a video of his came on later. It was a video. It was a video for me because I enjoyed him playing the I mean, there's exceptions. There's exceptions for everything. For me, it was his Contraband series. I stumbled upon one of his later videos of his series, and I liked it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I wanted to see more of it. Why is Stallcraft up here and not get that out of here?
Have been Speed getting sucked off in Minecraft, right? It might have been Kai breaking the record for the most subs ever of all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his feet and then falling backwards in his chair because he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again, but you've probably seen the clip. The clip is king. So all you need is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people will go to your stream. They want to see the funny moment. The funny moment happens. You get a new funny moment. And
I want this. I want this here. I want that screenshot. Need that screenshot. Okay.
every new big streamer that's exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips, right? All these people I just listed, they've all been exploding because of the clips. Sometimes they're not even posting the clips themselves. It's just other people posting clips on their behalf. But it's all about the fucking clip. And you can be contrived about this. You can be natural about this. You can be an over-the-top person to get a clip. You can just be a godlike gamer and happen to get a good clip. But I promise you, if you live stream long enough, shit happens. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of live. Shit happens. Sometimes because you planned it, sometimes because you didn't plan it, and that's just what life is. But you will get a funny ass clip, and when you do, you just got to keep rolling with it. You got to keep trying to recreate that magic. Asking the 30 biggest streamers, I said, do you think YouTube Shorts, TikTok are important for your growth? Because I wanted to know from their perspective. Right? Some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes. And bear in mind, almost everybody I asked has been a successful creator since before YouTube Shorts were really a thing. And they still believe, 2/3 of which, that YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it en masse, huge majority, then you should also probably believe this. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session, but I think it's still valuable information. When you do a live stream, it is still valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise, you know, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the stream is you buying things with your credit card that chat has picked out, and the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion. It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you, but if you are going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing what you are supposed to do. If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake. Let's use our time more valuably and let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example. Which YouTube video do you think will be better from these two live streams? Do you think it is Jinxie vs 20 girls? Or do you think it is the live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here. Most people would argue it's the first option, and they would be right. 20 women versus Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from it did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do, but putting Wednesday in your title and playing the game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about, because consistency is key. But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job at streaming. How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live? The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what to live stream. I'll tell you a story. I wanted to be a talk show host when I was in high school. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson. And I saw him as he walked out and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of this. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think
having an e-commerce store and a brick and mortar store, keeping track of inventory was a headache.
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
I just wanted to be.
That was completely uncalled for, but it was an intrusive thought. I just had to put it out there. She's got a pretty nice second chin. It's beautiful. All right. She put a lot of work into it. I can tell. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
A rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities. Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams? Because these 30 big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80+ hours a week, are watching streams daily. The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped. I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year. How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience. I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important, though, to think of ideas that work for you. Because, yeah, you can watch somebody, but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example, if you watch me, you can't do, I let my chat spend $10,000, the results are cursed live stream. Because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream. That would be insane. It'd be absurd of you to do. It'd be crazy. You shouldn't do that. You also probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlatt because you probably don't know J-Schlatt like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work for them. Oh man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlatt, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually have around you? You got a funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was fucking $0. I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games. It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure the ideas you are thinking of work for you. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, how much planning actually goes into your stream? Because it's an interesting question, you know? Like, how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. 43% of people, the plurality of people, kind of just make up what they do the same exact day. And I'm not excluded from that camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of or sometimes making it up day of. So don't stress out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you gotta do, but spend 30 minutes every morning thinking of a couple ideas, writing them down. Maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks, this idea rocks, and just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea, rip it day of, it not work, try something new the next day, than spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of only to have it not work. And now we get to my favorite part, the yoink and twists. Now, I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on how to come up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality that has a high chance of being successful. And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber. Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just try doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail and Michael Reeves for the initial idea. And the video did great for me. I was pumped. 1.3 million views. It was me and Stans playing chess for 4 hours. Lock it in. The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H Bomber Guy.
It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it. Famous big boy YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from existing videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the Capsule Hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
I do. This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas.
And if you don't take H Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed said they take stream ideas from other creators. 29 out of 30! So if you haven't already started looking at other creators and trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you were just simply not doing it right. By the way, the only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were to go live and stream? And he said, streaming, full luck, small skill. All right, that's what Tarek said. For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. He says it's full luck, little skill. What does that mean for you? how can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the third biggest in the world says it's full luck? You have to be delusional. And I mean this very genuinely, because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world. It will happen. It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're gonna be out of their mind because they're gonna see that 7+ million people go live and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional. Because if you're not delusional, and if all you look at are the statistics and the numbers, you're not even gonna be able to try. You're just gonna get stuck in reality hell, okay? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way, I promise you, you will ever...
So, part of the reason why I gave up a long time ago is because I had basically a lot of people just telling me to get real. Stop. And honestly, I didn't have a real support system for a while for what I wanted to do. Some people were like, yeah, go ahead. And they're like, but they didn't. It was like, you know, it was kind of a half-ass thing just to get me to shut up. They still, like, right after, kind of shit on me for doing it. So it was like, you guys are kind of killing my spirit. So it hurt. Not gonna lie. And I tried to be delusional. I was doing it, and people kept shitting on me. Which is another thing why one of my goals is I want to be comfortable being me. Because people would talk shit about me just being me. And didn't want me to be me. And it hurt. So I just I hid me away so he wouldn't get hurt. But if you do that, who's going to find you, right? These are things that I'm coming to now. There's a bit of realism in your delusions, but let's continue.
Be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go live and switching the relationship that currently exists where you are the viewer to now you are the streamer and people get to watch you now and they have to watch you now. And not only do they have to watch you, they're going to watch you over the existing people who have all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer. Now, it's not to say you fucking throw your life away, you quit your job tomorrow, you start streaming full time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be risk averse, you can still be smart, but be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, what is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're gonna go live, what actually matters, right? And the answer is average view count. Streamers are obsessed with average view count. They are obsessed with it. All right. And even the streamers who prioritize things like enjoyment or maybe some other statistics like girth, at one point, they cared massively about average view count. They obsessed over the number. All right. For many big streamers, it is their whole self-worth. I know streamers who were at 40,000 viewers who go down to 30,000 viewers. They're at 15,000 viewers. They go to 10,000 viewers. They're at 8,000 viewers. They go down to 6,000 viewers, and they're sad about it because that's how much value they put in to that average view count number. But if you're going to be one of the biggest streamers in the world, you do need to care about that number. There's a lot of things you can do to impact that number. There's a lot of things out of your control. It's not a healthy relationship you will ever fucking have with it, but it is also, at the end of the day, the most important statistic that determines whether or not you'll be the biggest to ever do it. Now, I thought this one was interesting. I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do. I've been Hawkeyeing it this whole stream. It's been going up the whole time. That means I'm generally doing a good job. 2/3 say yes, 1/3 says no. And I think it's a preference thing, right? I wouldn't put too much stock into this. And probably the people who said yes to looking at the view count while streaming are the same people who said average view count is the most important metric. But I just want to put some gravity onto the average view count number. Don't become obsessed with it. Don't become psycho. You know, don't let it ruin your life, I guess is what I should say. But be aware. You don't have to know it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it after a week or a month and look at the charts and see how it does for games. But know it. Know your stream. Know what people like, know what people don't like. I talk about this a lot. Everyone falls off. Now, it's a little funny to talk about how everyone falls off in a video about how to be a streamer. You haven't even made it yet, and I'm talking about how you're about to fall off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer. But the reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video and in 5 years you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world. In 10 years, 20 years, you're going to be like, I watched your video as the biggest streamer in the world and now I fell off. So while you're here, while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about. And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough. But it is truly all that matters. It is literally all that matters, is making something.
Do you need a free, easy way to capture your gameplay? Introducing Outplay. Record anything on your PC.
You care about. If you're making shit that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool, like what's the fucking point in that? You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of. I promise you, I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit, and then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made. If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term. If the only thing that matters is making something you care about, then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out. You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations. I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making. And this is a very scary thing to do. This is a fucking terrifying thing to do. A lot of people try to keep their stream life separate from the regular life, so people at school don't know or their family doesn't know. But if you're not proud enough of the shit you're making that you won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister or brother or whoever, or you won't Discord message a friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making, it is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch. If you expect other people who don't give a shit about you to watch the thing that you won't even show the people who love you to watch, I find that disrespectful. And it's scary. But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better place. You'll be in such a better place, man. Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of. And if you're not, and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, then you know. And you can get to that point quicker. That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you like, hey man, this thing actually isn't good. You know, you work on it, change it, do it better. That's great to know. It's going to shatter your fucking ego, or it can lift you up. It's scary. Do it. Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English, but I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier. So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning an opera in Italian, I sent it to them because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they'd fucking love it. And they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. And that, in conclusion, is my Ultimate Streaming Guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. A couple things, if you're still here and you want to stick around, if you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe. Follow my Instagram. Become a member if you want. And also... You know what? I'll subscribe. Because I did watch this whole thing. Make shit you're proud of. That's, at the end of the day, all that matters. Okay, man? Make shit you are proud of. We got a short amount of time on this earth. Let's not waste it making shit we don't care about.
Are you...
Okay. We've done that part. We did it. We've learned how to stream. For the tiniest bit. We've got the bare bones basics. We got our list. We're there. We got that part done. You know, we got our goals, we got our inspirations, and we got our why. I say we because why not? We're French now. Anyway. Okay. We've learned how to be a streamer. And you know what? I want to I don't know. I don't know what I want. I was gonna say something fucking stupid, but before I say something stupid, let's. What are we doing? Well, we learned that part. So let's there was no plan here. I did this on the fly. I think that's we're getting somewhere, you know? We're getting somewhere with that first step. But let's oh my babies. Alright, Bella can be out here with me. I should grab her a water and a food bowl. Michi doesn't really hang out here with me all the time. It's really just Bella. Bella's my cat. Michi's for everyone else because they like kittens. I'm gonna be right back. First of all, what are you talking about shutting down my live for? Alright. I was coming back. I just had to go handle some business. Okay. We're gonna stop here for now. Because this one was just to learn how to stream. We shall return later tonight. It's only like 7:40. The night is young. Haven't you heard? We've got nothing but space and opportunity. Isn't that right, Batman? I could have been a good Joker. The Black Joker. Why so melanin? Alright, anyway. I'll be back.